how you doing? I hope you're doing good. I wanted to come on here and get a video up for you guys on 10 like food type items that really helped me with kind of getting started on losing weight. I had filmed this a while back and pretty much the information's the same, but I was hoping to make it a quicker video and put it back up for you. Sorry, the dogs are always around my feet. You know me, I love my dogs. But you know, now this isn't gonna be for the health food people or the people that are farther along that are doing really good on eating healthy. This is going to be for somebody who's just started. I'm talking about I was going from eating complete junk, drinking complete junk, not wanting to start because I thought, oh my God, I'm never, ever gonna be able to do this because I can't eat good food meaning healthy food. And I don't want to give up good food, meaning what I considered good and tasty food. So these were like hacks that I had in my mind and hacks that I used to get me to certain places, and I still use some of them to this day. So the first was, I know you're gonna be like, what the heck? But the first is I used Tic Tacs. I know. Seriously, you know, but like not the mint ones, but like the little, I think they're called Fruit Explosion, but they kind of taste like candy. And when I was craving some candy, or when it was nighttime and I'm a heavy late night snacker, you know, and that's a habit. It's just a habit, not out of hunger. It was a habit that I needed to break myself out of. And so instead of just, you know, shoving food in my mouth, I thought I'm gonna put a Tic Tac. Now I didn't just eat like one Tic Tac. I'd have a couple, and they tasted like candy for me. And you know, it really helped me. So that might be a hack that you can use. Again, maybe not the healthiest thing, but it did help me get to the point I don't really even have to use it very much, and I'm kind of out of the habit mostly of late night snacking, because it is a habit more than it was a need for hunger or, you know, that kind of thing. Another thing, this is going to sound silly, but coffee was a thing for me. I gave up caffeine, not because you have to or anything, but I did during the course of this, more to do with my stroke issues and the medications I was on for my stroke and some issues I was having related to the stroke. I gave up caffeine, but I still loved coffee so much. And so I drank decaf a lot. And I have this thing where when I'm drinking coffee, I can't eat and drink at the same time. It just doesn't seem to go together. And so I used that as a thing, a little thing that I used, so that if I really thought I was super hungry, I needed something to eat, I would maybe drink coffee first, you know, and enjoy that cup of coffee, enjoy it. Sometimes I'd even put a little whipped cream on it, you know, fat-free whipped cream, as a little treat. You know, I have to give the dogs a little bit of whipped cream first, because they know when I have that whipped cream can out. But it was a treat for myself, and it usually filled me up, so I didn't need any kind of food thing. And if it did, it also just kind of tricked my brain. So I maybe that'll help you, maybe not, but it's just something I used. Another thing I used, and I do use this still to this day, it's called Pb2 Powder or PB Fit. My kids would have that all the time when they were in high school, and I'd be like, ew, gross, never gonna try that. We like the real peanut butter. I'm a peanut butter girl, peanut butter all the way. Still love peanut butter, but I wanted to get the peanut butter feel without the peanut butter calories. You know, I never counted calories, but you know, the programs I do, you don't count calories. But I wanted some peanut butter. Now I tried it first where you mix it up, and I didn't I don't know. I don't know if it was the texture or whatever, but I didn't really like it. So what I did was I put the powder in my shakes that I drink every day. And when I added it to the chocolate, it made it like a Reese's cup. Seriously, oh my God, I still have that to this day. Oh my God, I love it. And then another trick that I used is during the issues when I had the late night snacking, I would cut up an apple and I'd put it in a Ziploc bag and sprinkle some Pb2 powder on it and then like shake it up. And it was like apples with peanut butter, but you weren't having the apples with the ton of peanut butter, because they were kind of covered in peanut butter, but it was really just powdered peanut butter. And it wasn't a lot. So that really helped. And then I did get to the point where I did do the mix it with water thing, and I would spread it, I would cut a banana in half, spread it on the inside of a banana, and again, this isn't very much. I would cut the banana into pieces and then I would freeze it. And then if I needed something late at night, I would grab a couple of those pieces, and it was kind of like having a peanut butter banana ice cream thing. It was really good. And so it satisfied whatever kind of cravings I was having without doing the overwhelming amounts of peanut butter or the overwhelming amounts of junk. So again, you know, if you're a health nut or if you have better options, go with your better options. These are options that I used as somebody who was 111 pounds overweight and needed something to bridge that gap, to get me started, to get me going, to get me on the right track. Another thing I used is I wanted to try to eat more salads. But to me, salads were boring, and I didn't want to eat salads all the time. You don't have to eat salads all the time. Definitely not a salads and chicken breast kind of girl, you know, that's all you can eat. Definitely not. But I did want to try to eat more salads, but they just seemed kind of, this is freaking boring, having a salad with some chicken breast or something on it. So they had these things in the vegetable aisle that were like wontons or tortilla strips or honey pecans or, you know, things like that. And I would take a couple tablespoons of those and put them on my salad, and it would make it crunchy and fun. And I just seemed to enjoy my salad more. And, you know, then I would think of another flavor that I could have the next day, and it would be like, oh, I'm having another fun thing. And so then I was looking forward to my salads. And that was rare for me to be looking forward to a salad, you know. I was not the girl to be looking forward to a salad. So that was a really good hack that I used. Another one was if I was craving some kind of a chocolate thing, I would use the beach bars that we have that I have with the groups that I coach with the workout groups. And oh my God, though, you have to be careful, because at least in my case, I have to be careful, and I have to say one bar a day if you're gonna have one, because otherwise, oh my God, I could just sit there, have one, and then a couple hours later I could have another. I don't know if you have that problem, but I do. So I have to say you can only have one a day. But my trick is I put them in the fridge, because they just last longer. Not last longer as in duration, they last longer while you're eating them. And I don't know, they just taste better for me. I love them. So you have to try them. You have to try them. They're so good. There are other protein bars out there that you can try too. I did try a bunch of them. It just wasn't into too many. There was one in the grocery store called a Kind bar that was pretty good. Not as much chocolate on it as the Beach Bar. What was there? There's another, a Built Bar. A Built Bar, I think. You have to use somebody's code, though. Don't order it without using somebody's code. I don't have any codes, but use somebody's code. And some of them are just like, some of the flavors are like, whew, not good. And then some of the other flavors are like, whoa, to die for. So still, even with those, use the trick about keeping it in the fridge. That's a good trick. Let me look on my little list. I have a list here because I'll forget everything. Let's see. Another thing I used, I definitely used this. I used the spray butter. Have you guys ever seen the spray butter? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm a butter kind of girl. My husband's a chef. I don't know if you want to call it his secret ingredient to food is butter. Not good for, losing weight, but I still eat his food. Don't get me wrong. I still eat his food. But I wanted to enjoy certain things, toast with butter or potato with butter or, noodles with butter or something, And so what I did was I replaced it with the spray butter. Now, granted, in the beginning, I was doing a little too many because it was just my gap that I was bridging with the spray butter. Now I use a lot less of the pumps, but I still use it all the time. I love it. It's fake butter, I know, but it still helps. It still gives you the flavor. It still is wonderful. It's a good tip. It's a good thing. Another thing I did was I used hummus. Now you guys have to find the kind you like. I am super picky. I'm a horrible picky person. I'm the worst chef wife there is because if something sounds gross, I won't try it. If it feels weird, like I don't like to touch peaches because they feel moldy to me. I don't know, that fuzz is just pretty gross to me. I'm weird that way. So the certain ones at the grocery store I just wasn't into, but yet my kids, my grown kids, they all love the ones at the grocery store. But hummus, my husband makes homemade hummus for me, and it is so good. And it's a really good thing to get me eating more vegetables. I'll eat the carrots with the hummus, and I found that in the beginning I was eating a lot of the hummus with the carrots, and now I'm not eating very much of it. It's just a little bit with the carrots, and that satisfies me. It fills me up. I'm filling myself up more with the carrots than the hummus, but it's just a nice little flavor. It's a nice thing to snack with. It's a nice thing to kind of bridge the gap and get me through my crunchy time. Speaking of crunchy time, I am a potato chip girl, or I was a potato chip girl. That was my weakness. That was the bad thing that I had. So I knew that I needed, especially to bridge the gap in, getting healthier, I needed to find something to help me when I wanted to try to, if I needed the crunch, if I needed some chippy chips, there's sometimes you feel like you just need something. So my oldest, she told me about, what do they call Harvest Snacks. That's what they're called. The plain ones, I didn't really like them. But when you get the flavored, like there was barbecue, wasabi, and it's just peas. But and I'm not telling you to eat a whole bag. Don't eat a whole bag, okay? Just get some of them, and they bridge that, crunch that you need without eating a bag of chips or a bunch of chips, They're really, really good. Now I have tried, I forget what they're called, the veggie chips, I think. I didn't particularly like those, so I don't know, maybe that's a better option for you. This was just a good option for me. And then the other thing, there's two more things on my list. I'll do the Shakeology is the particular, like, protein is way more than a protein drink, but it's the drink that I used, and I was very stubborn. I wasn't going to drink it at first. I thought, if this tastes bad, I'm not going to do it. I finally drank it, and I was like, oh, this tastes really good. And then I thought I'm going to give it a month, and if it does something different for me, then I'll keep doing it. If it doesn't, then I'm not going to do it anymore. And I noticed so many changes for me, in my health and my digestive system and my energy level and my cravings and things like that. But that's not what this is about. The reason I'm telling you about this is because what I did was it helped me with, like, if I was super hungry and I needed something, and I thought, I've had enough food for today. I've had enough food for today. I went and I would have some the shake, Shakeology thing. And it I don't know, it made me feel full, and it made me, whatever flavor I chose. If I was craving like some coffee thing, I would have the coffee one, and it would make me feel like I had just gone to Starbucks or something. If I was craving some chocolate, I would do that Reese's one I was telling you about, and it would make me feel like I had just sat down and had a Reese's cup. And I was very deliberate. I would drink it very slow. Sometimes I'd put it in a fancy cup, just gotta be fancy sometimes, so that's what I'm trying to tell you about it, is that if you find a protein powder that you like, I happened to try a bunch and I just didn't like them. They didn't do the thing that I needed it to do for me. This one happened to do that. Then do your research. And then the last thing, this may be controversial, but I was at a plateau. I drank, oh God, I probably drank 8 to 10 Diet Dr. Peppers a day. Diet Dr. Pepper was my jam. I loved Diet Dr. Pepper. I still love Diet Dr. Pepper. I just don't drink it. Maybe once a week I'll have one Diet Dr. Pepper. But I felt like I needed to get, to stop drinking the Diet Dr. Pepper. I had lost, I think, 30, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'd lost 50 pounds. I have no idea. But I was at a plateau. I had just stayed the same, and I didn't know what else, I didn't know what I needed to do different. And somebody suggested the water, and I was like, that's some bull. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't do anything for you. But then I thought, well, what have I got to lose to try it? Well, I tried drinking a big thing of water, and I was like, oh my God, this is awful. I can't do this. And I was drinking the good water. I wasn't just drinking water out of a faucet or anything. And then I don't remember who suggested it to me, but somebody suggested to, make it like a lemonade-y kind of thing and trick your mind. And I thought, well, maybe I'll try that. So I got the little Crystal Light squeeze stuff, and I definitely had my big water bottle with the straw in it, because that really tricks your mind. You just drink so much of it, you don't even know you're drinking it. And in the beginning, I definitely did the Crystal Light with the water, and eventually I used less and less and less, and now I just drink the water. Sometimes I'll add the Crystal Light to it, but most of the time I just drink the water. But I'm telling you what, I don't know how long it took. Maybe it was a month or so, but I quit the Diet Dr. Pepper right away. And I know that the Crystal Light has the sweetener in it like Diet Dr. Pepper does, but I had heard that there was something else in it. And I'm not dogging out Diet Dr. Pepper, believe me, because me and Diet Dr. Pepper are friends. Only once a week, though. What I'm talking about is the fact that I was drinking no water at all. And this tricked my mind into allowing me to drink the water. And so it's just a hack. It's just a hack. It helped me drink the water, and I dropped weight. I was dropping the weight. So it was like a plateau that I was at, and this hack helped me drink the water, which helped me drop the weight and break that plateau. But the nice thing, the better thing, is that it helped me forever drink the water. I mean, that's what I drink now. And it was that little hack that helped me do that. So I don't know. I think that was 10, maybe. I don't know. But I thought that you guys would like that. I don't know if that'll help you. Those are things that I did in real life to help me. I've lost 111 pounds. I've kept it off. I haven't deprived myself of like my husband's cooking or of date night, or, most of the time, majority of the time, 80 to 90% of the time, I'm eating predominantly healthy, but then I still allow myself some good, fun food, I should say. And I don't feel deprived, and I enjoy everything. I am enjoying the foods that I'm on and that I'm having. I'm not counting calories. I'm not killing myself, as I should say. I'm still doing my workouts. Again, I started with 5 minutes is all I could do. I was stuck in my bed, for 8 years. I did 5 minutes at a time. And now I'm working out every single day, every morning. And so I just thought, it might bridge the gap from one point to the other. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it won't. Take it with a grain of salt. I just want you to feel healthier. I want you to feel, good and feel healthier in on the inside, and your organs to feel good. That's a good feeling, And I want that for you, because somebody did that for me, and if they didn't, I would still be stuck in my bed, and I was just existing, and now I'm living, and there's a big difference. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.